Reading and writing seem easy to many English learners for the simple reason that one has time to think when seeing a language or putting it down on paper. However, most people have trouble understanding the spoken language, so this video is for you. Once you know the way native speakers use the language every day, you can start to imitate their intonation and make it your own. This is a story about one person's early morning routine.
It's early Monday morning and John's asleep in his bedroom. Out the window we can see the sun and a bird. The sun is rising above the mountains. The bird is singing.
The sentences are very natural English. The only difference is that I have emphasized the rhythm and intonation of the sentences to illustrate how English is spoken. We'll begin practicing at the end of our story and then add more pieces until we come to the beginning. Why? Simply because it's easier to speak more fluently if we don't stop or hesitate toward the end of our sentence. The end has been practiced more than the beginning, so all we need is one or two words to start off, and the rest follows smoothly. I will repeat each sentence 3 times and explain the techniques being used.
The bird is singing. The bird is singing. The bird is singing.
What can we learn here? First of all, there are 2 kinds of words: content words, nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs, and function words, grammar words, such as prepositions, pronouns, and auxiliary verbs. In this sentence, only bird and sing are clearly pronounced. The, is, and ing are unstressed, spoken lightly and quickly. To a native speaker, the 2 words bird, sing are enough to accurately guess the situation. Second, we hear the technique called linking, when 2 words are spoken together without stopping. Linking is necessary to speak fluently and to understand English at normal speed. In our example, the words bird and is are linked. Bird is, bird is, bird is. The words is singing are also linked. Is singing, is singing, is singing. Be careful. Don't say is singing, is singing. Say is singing. The Z of is and the S of singing are connected together and spoken as one word. And third, listen and keep the rhythm of the sentence. This regular up and down beat helps carry your meaning quickly and easily to your listener's ear. So, this 4-word sentence gives us an illustration of 3 extremely useful speaking techniques that you should practice. Stress content words. Pronounce them clearly. Link any words that you can. And keep a regular beat or rhythm so the words flow smoothly. The final result sounds like this.
The bird is singing. The bird is singing. The bird is singing.
Now, here's another piece of our picture story. So we put 2 sentences together.
The sun is rising above the mountains. The bird is singing. The sun is rising above the mountains. The bird is singing. The sun is rising above the mountains. The bird is singing.
Can you hear the content words? Sun, rise, above, mount. Of course, long words will be stressed on only 1 syllable. Singing, rising, mountain, above. What about linking? Sun is, sun is, sun is. Rising up, rising above. You can probably hear the special pronunciation of mountain, mountain. In everyday American speech, TN sounds are often pronounced this way. This sound is easy to make, but hard to explain. First, say mount, and keep your tongue in the T position behind your teeth. Don't say mount. Say mount, 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 and stop your tongue behind your teeth. Then, open your nose to let the N sound come through your nose, not your mouth. Mountain, mountain, mountain. You will notice that the T and the N sounds are produced at the exact same position in your mouth, behind your upper teeth. This saves energy because the tongue doesn't move at all. This TN sound is not an unusual combination. There are many words that use it. For example, forgotten, forgotten, button, button, cotton, cotton, kitten, kitten, certainly, certainly, Manhattan, Manhattan, and many more. Don't forget to keep the rhythm, the regular up and down movement of your voice.
The sun is rising above the mountains, the bird is singing. The sun is rising above the mountains, the bird is singing. The sun is rising above the mountains, the bird is singing.
Let's continue and add another piece of our story and put 3 sentences together.
Out the window we can see the sun and a bird. The sun is rising above the mountains, the bird is singing. Out the window we can see the sun and a bird. The sun is rising above the mountains, the bird is singing. Out the window we can see the sun and a bird. The sun is rising above the mountains, the bird is singing.
Here we have our content words: out, window, see, sun, bird. And the linking is between autta, autta, atta, and sunnana, 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 bird. Out the, when spoken slowly, is easy to say, but it's very difficult to say quickly. So, what do? We link the T of out with the TH of the. How? We say TH first. Out, 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 and stop the voice like a T. After stopping the TH like a T, we pull our tongue back and say out the, out the, out the. This is the TTH linking. There are plenty of occasions to use this because English has 7 very common words that begin with TH. The, this, that, these, those, then, and there. Our second linking is 3 words, sun and a. If you listen carefully, you don't hear the D sound at the end of and. That's because and is a very, very common function word that is almost never clearly pronounced. In normal conversation, A and D is reduced to an, without the D. So, sun and a is very easily linked together. Sunnana, 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 bird. In spoken English, can is an unstressed function word and pronounced kn. We can see. Now, here are all 3 sentences together.
Out the window we can see the sun and a bird. The sun is rising above the mountains. The bird is singing.
Here is the last sentence in our little picture story.
John's asleep in his bedroom. Out the window we can see the sun and a bird. The sun is rising above the mountains. The bird is singing. John's asleep in his bedroom. Out the window we can see the sun and a bird. The sun is rising above the mountains. The bird is singing. John's asleep in his bedroom. Out the window we can see the sun and a bird. The sun is rising above the mountains. The bird is singing.
The strongly pronounced content words are John, sleep, bed. The linked words are John's, John's, John's asleep. Sleepin' is, sleepin' is, sleepin' is. And bedroom out, bedroom out, bedroom out. Sleep in his bedroom, when spoken fluently, becomes sleep in his. Just like and is reduced to an, his is reduced to is. The H is silent, not pronounced. Although bedroom and out are two different sentences, it's perfectly natural to let the voice drop at the end of the first sentence, but link with out in the second. There is no need to break between the sentences. Our voice drops to show this. Now let's add the very beginning of our last sentence and tell our story.
It's early Monday morning and John's asleep in his bedroom. Out the window we can see the sun and a bird. The sun is rising above the mountains. The bird is singing.
The clearly pronounced content words are early, morning. The words with linking are it's early, morning on, morning on, morning on. This NG linking, morning on, is pronounced just like the words bringing and singer. Now, listen and practice our story without breaking the rhythm. Practicing over and over again like this will help you to understand English spoken at normal speed.
It's early Monday morning and John's asleep in his bedroom. Out the window we can see the sun and a bird. The sun is rising above the mountains. The bird is singing.
If you count the number of words in these four sentences that are clearly pronounced, usually the content words, there are 17. If you count the number of words or syllables that are unstressed or lightly pronounced, you will find there are 26. What does this mean? It means that a native English speaker needs to hear less than half the words in a conversation to understand the situation. This is the secret to listening comprehension, learning to catch the important words. That's what this exercise is for. Some people might say that my sentences sound strange and artificial because I have been using a very regular rhythm, and not every English sentence is so conveniently arranged. This is true. However, when we read aloud for others to enjoy, we do read it in this way, perhaps with a bit more feeling or intonation, like this.
It's early Monday morning and John's asleep in his bedroom. Out the window we can see the sun and a bird. The sun is rising above the mountains. The bird is singing. It's early Monday morning and John's asleep in his bedroom. Out the window we can see the sun and a bird. The sun is rising above the mountains. The bird is singing. It's early Monday morning and John's asleep in his bedroom. Out the window we can see the sun and a bird. The sun is rising above the mountains. The bird is singing.
The purpose of this exercise is to improve your listening comprehension and learn how to read and speak in a more pleasant and interesting fashion, so that others will naturally want to listen. Now, go on to the next picture, picture B of our story. There are 12 parts in this waking up routine. Thank you for watching and listening.